Oh my goodness, I was not ready there. I'm getting my water bottle out of the way and cleaning the side down. We are ready though for a jam-packed show full of amazing Super Saver deals for you on this terrific Tuesday. It is the end of February, it's the 27th today, and we have got amazing Super Saver deals that we always bring you at the end of every month. Lots of payday goodies to treat yourself with perhaps. And just stocking up on all of those amazing essentials. We've got up to 50% off some items. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing show. It's a real mixed bag today. I'm very excited. My name is Rebecca Monks and I'm going to be hosting this show for you today. So do keep us company, keep your comments in and let us know what you're up to today. In the producer's station, we have the lovely Lisa.
Good morning.
Good morning. And crafting with us. She's doing a little bit now, aren't you, Nat?
Yeah, I'm just getting a head start because I know it's going to take a while. So just getting a head start on it. But it was a little bit of a challenge to conjure up my brain this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's lots going on, including my breakfast, which I haven't eaten.
Nice.
This is how into my crafting I was. I haven't moved that yet. But yeah, it's very exciting.
Absolutely. There was lots for you to choose from today
Loads
as well.
to choose from. It's crazy.
Spoilt for choice.
I know.
Okay, so before we get into Nat's demos and show you everything, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. Amazing. Look at this prize that we have to give for you. It is the pop-up boxes concept cards kit. Super cute. Makes 12 complete. We say cards, but they are so constructional. Like, they are fabulous without all the hard work. Absolutely gorgeous little pop-up boxes there. Full photographic instructions there for you as well to make those amazing pop-up boxes. They're worth $14.99 and we've got 6 lucky winners.
6?
I know.
That's great.
It is, absolutely. We just love giving stuff away. So we would like you to like, share and comment. And the question is, the Stained Glass Knight was the very first CGI animated character for what live action film? Is it A, Jurassic Park? Is it B, Gladiator? Or C, Young Sherlock Holmes? I've only seen one out of the 3, very embarrassingly.
I have no idea what that is.
A CGI character, Stained Glass Knight? No, absolutely no idea. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the comments. There is one that is very much winning right now, but who knows? Super Savers time, everybody. We are going to be kicking off with some great deals for you. They end midnight on the Sunday, the 3rd of March. So you want to get in there and fill your baskets up. I've already had Nadia saying it could not come at a better time for my foam pads. You know that those are going to be on the show. They always are. So do get stocked up whilst you're doing your foam pads and everything else. We've got some more goodies to tempt you with, including these cute little Say It With Style pocket pads, £2.99. I mean, you can't not buy these for that price. £2.99. Absolutely incredible little pocket pads here for you. They are monochromatic, they're black and white, they're uncoated as well, so you can colour them in, you can be doing all your mixed media finishes. Each one contains 64 pages, 16 designs, 4 of each, so you can batch make, you can decoupage if you want to, and it's the right thing to do. Absolutely perfect. You can chop into them. So many different options. So we've got this one, which is the birthdays one. I think this one's going to come in so handy. And they've just got really fun little like quotes and affirmations on here, which is why we've called it Say It With Style. We've got happy candle blowing, wish making, cake eating day. Absolutely fabulous little bits of artwork on here. We've got the turtle there. I'm not late for your birthday. I'm just very early for next year. Happy belated birthday. A million magic wishes. What else have we got in here? So much gorgeous typography as well. We've got have the best birthday ever. Dance like it's your birthday, not a year older, a year better. Love that one with the bunting. We've got happy birthday with sprinkles on top. Do whatever floats your boat, it's your birthday. So you can see how these are going to be working for males, females, unisex cards. May your whole day shine with birthday loveliness. We've got hope your cake is as sweet as you. Don't grow up, it's a trap. So a great one for the kids. I love this one. So much fun, especially again in that fun font. May your dreams and wishes all come true. Every day you sparkle and today you rule. And happy birthday to a wonderful, terrific, marvellous you. That's the first one. And just look at them once they're dressed up and made into cards. That is so much fun. A little bit of stenciling and some colouring. We've got this one with all the fun sprinkles. And then we've got this one as well with a little bit of fussy cutting on this. We've chopped out that cake and combined it with this gorgeous little quote one here and some really fun, funky colours of Matastic. We also have the For the Ladies. This one's gorgeous.
This one's going to be really good for Mother's Day, which we've got coming up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's loads of gorgeous mum quotes. Great for ones that are for like maybe stepmom or like a mum, because there's some really nice generic ones in here.
You've got Nan included as well. You've got Grandma included too. So loads of really nice ones, and then great ones for like just friends as well.
Absolutely.
It's really, really perfect, but I love the different styles of fonts that we've got in here. It makes it so fun.
It does, doesn't it? Absolutely. And every single one has been appropriately chosen. We've got To the World, you are a mum, but to us, you are the world. Sisters in here included. Like Nat said, there's loads of friends, family members, and anyone included here. Hope you feel beautiful today with the gorgeous mirror. We've got the wife in there. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, we've got a bit of birthdays in there with the birthday queen one. Like you said, grandmas make life a little sweeter. We've got the knitting themed one. That one's so much fun. You've got a mother and daughter, never truly apart, maybe in distance but never in heart. You've got aunts there. What else have we got in here? So much fun. You Bake the World a Better Place. Really nice little size here. We do matching Miri mats as well on the website if you want to grab those to Matt and Leia. And then you've got Nan is your name and Spoiling is your game. So, so cute. And again, we've got the gorgeous little bit of colouring.
Isn't that adorable?
Isn't it cute?
It looks so good with those papers.
It does, doesn't it? I think I did this one because obviously my mum's a travel agent.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I need to make her this card. So I'm going to be probably whipping up the same thing this year. Absolutely. And then we've got that sisters one with the floral papers as well.
That's cute.
So cute, isn't it? And a little bit of twine there. And again, you can just see how that little pop of colour, it's nothing too complicated, but it really makes it just stand out. So gorgeous. And we've got the next one, which is the Just for Laughs. Everyone loves this. I feel like this was the bestseller at the time. And they're so like cheeky and fun. We've got 4 seasons, are all different. Summer, warmer than the others. I love that one. Follow your dreams. That's your excuse to go back to bed. Don't worry, I got your back. Love that one with the little stick men. So cute. Life would be flat without you. Absolutely gorgeous. Every family has a weird relative. If you don't know who it is, it's probably you. Never make the same mistake twice. Make it 5 or 6 times just to be sure. These are so much fun, especially if you love those laughs. They're great for inserts as well if you want to put a little joke inside the card. They're so much fun. Rescuing some wine, it was trapped in a bottle. You've got the hokey cokey, the door there. Oh, a little bit of leopard print as well. Born to be wild, only until 9 p.m. Chocolate doesn't ask silly questions. Chocolate understands. With the card model, we've got a card model with this one, and it's fabulous.
It's great. That
so
one.
Great, isn't it? Every once in a while, someone amazing comes into your life. It's here. I'm here. You're welcome. I love that one. And again, you've got those little hearts and that typography there. Again, this fabulous card, just dressing it up so easily. A little bit of scoring and some funky little gold foil there. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? Really good. We've also got the chocolate mask now as well, so you could do that even easier.
Could do that even easier. You wouldn't have to score it. You could just pop it through your die cutting machine and emboss that detail.
Absolutely, you so could. And then we've got the little door there, the Home Sweet Home stamp, and then that little door there as well, just opening up for that little bit of fun. And then the last one we have is our occasion. So this is going to see you through absolutely everything, all of those moments and milestones. We've got the start of something beautiful with the wedding rings. You've got thank you. You've got kind of a bit of a Father's Day one. No one measures up to you. May the happiest days find your new address. Perfect new home one there. Happy anniversary. You've got the mum one. I can't thank you enough. Love and blessings on your christening. Absolutely everything in here for all of those occasions. Again, including some nice sort of universal one. Time to sparkle. You've got the new baby, new to the crew. Again, you could colour that in blue or pink or unisex. Sorry to hear you're under the weather. You've got good luck. Congratulations, those balloons again are going to be so much fun to colour. Happy retirement, enjoy the Forever Friday feeling, the tassel is worth the hassle. Life is meant for great adventures. So you're just going to see how these are going to so easily just slide into your stash. We've got the Easter one there as well to finish. And again, some great card models. This is just so sweet and simple.
Oh, I like
so
that.
Effective. It's gorgeous, isn't it? That little pop of yellow there and that dove fussy cut out. We've got this one. Natalie, I feel like you made this one.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Your little graduation gown and cap.
It's very cool, isn't it?
Isn't that cool?
With that
Absolutely
little hat on the
gorgeous.
top.
Yeah, 100%, very cute. Tassel is worth the hassle. And then again, this is what I mean about colouring in those balloons. Aren't they fun?
And it's so easy to make really fun backgrounds for these to go on as well with all the colouring mediums you've got.
Absolutely, it really, really is. The last thing I'm going to show you, and then we're going straight to Nat, is speaking of colouring mediums, we've got our craft markers on the show today.
Nice.
Amazing. And obviously they're on a super saver price, super saver deal. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. Oh my goodness. So if you've got a set that you use all the time, I'm thinking greens is mine, neutrals is mine.
Yeah.
Always having to top those ones up. You can get them absolutely effortlessly. Saving £9.99, getting a whole pack of our Prism craft markers, alcohol pens, completely free when you just buy one pack. So we've got our brights, darks and pastels. Great ones to build up your stash because they contain a range of different shades and colours. And then here we go with our sort of colour families. So we've got blues, we've got purples here, pinks, red. And obviously once you start blending and start mixing them together, the range is incredible.
And it's great because you can just take like one pack and sort of use all the colours together and they blend seamlessly together. You can obviously mix and match them. They give you that really nice professional sort of like comic book colouring feel to them. They're super, super bright, vibrant compared to any of our other colouring mediums.
Absolutely.
And they are so, so great to work with. I think at first it takes you a little bit of time to get used to the colours and how they blend together, but they are absolutely an awesome, awesome product to have in your stash.
Absolutely. I would not be without, and get those whilst they are buy one, get one free. And again, especially if you are a lover of our craft markers already, top up your sets that are running a little bit dry and the ones that you use all the time whilst we're on this incredible offer. But we're going to get a demo in, aren't we, Nat?
Yes. So I'm going to go a little bit Mother's Day with this one.
Nice.
So I've picked out from the All Occasions one, the Mum, I just can't thank you enough for everything you do. And we're going to add a little touch of colour and then create a gorgeous background for this to go on to. So I'm going in with 517, which is a really nice orange colour, and I'm just going to add that to my flower detail in here. Now these are printed, so this ink isn't going to run when we're using our alcohol markers with it. It's a fantastic product to use side by side alongside these. And then I thought I would give this like a really fun sketchy look, because I know that my the tip of my pen is too big to go into those flowers. However, if you just go over them ever so slightly, you'll get that gorgeous sort of like rustic look to your colouring, where it's kind of like watercolour, so it's just out a little bit. And then I'm going to go in on here.
So cute.
As well. And then we're going to switch out for our green. And I'm just going to, again, just follow the shape of this just to add that gorgeous colouring onto here. And if you want to get really fancy with your colouring on this stage as well, you can obviously go in and add sort of a deeper colour to add dimension. But we're just going to keep it really simple with these two colours for now. So just go in onto that bit. It's really quite good to colour over these chunky areas as well, because you don't have to be super precise with it. And then again, just add in like little, just touching the cardstock almost, and it's like giving a gorgeous like halo effect around those leaves and up here as well onto that design. And then I am going to take my orange again, and I'm just going to go over this thank you and just line all of those letters on the left hand side to give that gorgeous halo effect. So let's just do that on there, and then I'll do it up here.
Amazing.
Over my O. The O is always a harder one to do because you don't sort of know where you need to stop on that side and then where you need to carry on that side. So you can bring that pen in. Remember, when you're using alcohol markers as well, it does bleed ever so slightly, so don't if you want a very thin sort of edge, make sure you move it over ever so slightly with like where you're using your pens. So I think I'm going to leave my colour in like this for now, but let's go on with making a background for this. So I thought I would bring out Stacey's incredible mask that she used yesterday, and I'm going to go in with this gorgeous, beautiful one. It's phenomenal. It works so well in so many different colours, and we are actually just going to use A and C just to create a really nice background. So I've gone in with my A, and I've gone in with that same colour again, and I've just used this to go around all of the different designs, and then I've moved it down ever so slightly to match that up. So now we want to go in with C. Now all of them have little indentation markings of the letters, and that means it's really easy for you to line it up as well. So if I pop this up here, and then you just want to move it around ever so slightly until you know you've got that in the best spot, which I think is about there. Just keep moving it ever so slightly so you've got as much of that orange element sort of covered up on there. What I should have done is I should have lined it up to like one of these points when I was doing it, instead of just placing it on, because it would have been so much easier. But I think that if I move that down a little bit more, I'm happy with that placement there.
Amazing.
So let's just stick that down. You want to make sure that, although you want to stick this down, make sure you're not covering any of those sort of markings where we want to colour this in. And then we'll add this little piece on here as well. And I'm going to go in with a mix of green colours. So I'm going to go in with that 414, which I went in before, and I'm going to use that for all of my leaves. So again, just go into the spacing. If you're worried about how your alcohol marker is going to damage your mask as well, don't worry. Instead of using water to clean your mask like you would do when you were using a water-based product, just go in with like an alcohol based remover, so a hand sanitizer will work. Just give a little bit of a spritz with your hand sanitizer, and then you're going to easily be able to scrub away all of this detail. So you can see I'm just going in with all of those larger leaves first.
And it's such a pretty soft green to start with as well.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. I think for a background where you just want it to add a touch of something, but not too much, then this is such a gorgeous, delicate colour. And I think any leaves design that I'm colouring in, I will always start with this colour first as my base, and then build it up. Absolutely. So just moving along, following that pattern. This is also going to give you a much more like dense colour. And when you go in to add the other layers, if you were going to do that, it would also create like because the colours blend together in your alcohol markers, whereas with your inks, they blend, but they don't fully like sort of merge together. So the effect you're going to get with using your alcohol markers with your mask is going to be fantastic. So going in with that colour and then switching that out for my 5, 2, 7, and being a bit more precise with this one because it is a lot of a darker colour, and we're just going to pick up those little sprigs.
Oh, that's cute.
And this is just going to add that another level of texture. So Stacey showed you so many fantastic ways of using these yesterday. Her demos were incredible.
I was hooked to that show yesterday. It was amazing.
Absolutely awesome. So if you missed it, make sure you are watching back to see exactly the amazing, incredible things Stacey did. So just making sure I've got everything done there, which I think I have. And then what we need to do is lift this up and I'm just going to move it down. So it's giving you now a really, really sort of like it's not too detailed because we haven't put the other ones on. It's just giving you that nice feel. So I'm going to go back in on here, just layering these up, making sure I can kind of, again, just get my mask in that correct position. I think we're good there. And then again, I'm going to stick it down and just finish off this tiny little edge. Amazing. Now you don't have, it just shows as well how well these designs tile.
Yeah, of course.
So if you are doing sort of like 8x8s or larger pieces, because your masks are 5x5 in size, but it doesn't mean that you have to use them. With that sized design, you can be a little bit fancy and do different things. So I'm going to pop that on there. I think if I just lift this up, that little piece here needs to just be that darker colour. And then we are good to go. So that's my background. The only one thing I'm going to do now to bring in the black from my design is just line these edges, and you can so easily do that with your chisel tip. So I'm just going to put the end of my sort of chisel tip to the very end of my design, using a spare piece of paper, because your alcohol markers will sort of leave marks on your designs, and then that's just going to give me a really nice edge. Now you can do it that way around if you want to, or if you want a bit of a thicker look, oh, I'll just move that again. You can do it the other way around, so bring in that chisel tip onto like flat ways onto your cardstock.
Yeah, because it's a broader end, isn't it?
You're going to get that thicker border on here.
It's so good as well because you can do these techniques and it saves you matting and layering that onto a piece of black cardstock.
Exactly. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit of the backing that I've got on there, and then let's pop this on a card. So, oh, do you know what I wanted to do as well? I wanted to punch these edges. So let's get my corner rounder. I might just need to do a little bit of saving grace on my image that we have just designed. So let's just get that. And I've got the pocket pad mirror mats as well, which we have in the multi-pack where you get loads of different colours. So I'm using the orange just to bring in that colour. So that's going to go on there, and then this is going to go on here. So the size of my card I'm doing is 5x6 10-fold, and this piece is half an inch smaller. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's half an inch smaller than my actual card blank, and then this piece was 1/4 of an inch smaller. So I'm just going to go and do these corners, and then what we can do is we can go back in with our pen and just round that corner off.
Yeah.
So you've got that nice sort of design on here. So don't be scared about sort of having to go back in and do that, because it does make a whole lot of difference. So we've got that. This is going to go on with some tape. So let me get my tape runner out. So I'm going to pop this on to our mirror. So that's going to sit on here. Just adds the extra touch of orange onto there as well. And then let's pop this on to our card blank. So grab that, make sure it's the right way around. That can go on here.
Oh, that looks perfect.
And then this I'm going to tape onto my mirror, but we're going to add it on with some foam pads just to make it stand off there. And softening those corners as well gives you such a nice different look from having those sort of harsher edges. So I'll pop this on with my foam pads. And then there you go. So you can place this obviously anywhere where you want. I'm going to go central.
I think that looks so good in the centre.
And then there you are.
Oh my goodness, what an amazing card, Nat. And that has come together so easily.
So easily, just using cardstock that you'll have in your stash, Ink Me, and then our alcohol markers and that fantastic pocket pad, which honestly, they are so handy to have in your stash.
Oh, they really are. And what a fantastic card. Thank you so much. Mara says, blooming lovely card for Mother's Day. Mask to full background colouring.
Thank you.
Love that as well. Thank you everyone. Eamon's watching us this morning. Michelle's watching us and says work is interfering with her hunky-dory fix. It's just rude, isn't it? Okay, part 2 of our show. Everyone loving that card. Great card, lovely colours. Yeah, so effective, those colours. We've got some Moonstone dies for you to choose from on our Super Savers. Oh my goodness, have you seen the prices of these? 38% off. Wow. And these are so handy. We've got our Moonstone dies background patches for you. Now, these are incredible. Just little things to lift off a topper or make a quick background. Obviously, can layer them up so easily as well and cover a whole background. You can get that faux embossing look. These are really fabulous, these. They should be $9.99. Like I say, saving 38%. Oh, apologies. They should be set. I did think, I was like, I don't think that's 38%.
No, these are the smaller ones.
So these should be £7.90. I thought 38% didn't sound right on that. So we've got our basket weave patch, we've got our bubbles patch, we've got our Hessian patch, and we've got our honeycomb patch there as well. So you can just see, they're really quite nice substantial dies. So they're perfect for large and small cards. This one's really great with that basket weave as well because you can tile this super easily. As you can with all of them. Like, I mean, these circles will just tuck together really nicely if you just tilt them and swap them over, change the angle. Obviously, this one's so great for like fish bubbles, champagne bubbles, or just a really nice fun kind of polka dot style look. We've got it there on the packaging with a few of those filled in as well and some gemstones around it. And again, I think the packaging just really does sort of show it off quite well because they're just amazing as like a little bit of extra to just step up your cards really easily. Again, we've got that Hessian patch with the wonderful kind of like crafty brown cardstock there as well. Just such good sizes. And then finally our honeycomb patch as well. Really nice if you've got your hexagon dies. It makes a really nice stencil for any sort of beef.
It does.
Yeah, cut it out of your Mylar. It's great. Really good for all of them good for stenciling, but this one is fantastic to get that honeycomb effect on there. We've got the boards as well, so I'll show you what they look like once they're cut out of just some ink me as well. So you can see the sort of detail there. Super simple, but so effective to use on your cards. Great for like, again, that was it. The team have just put the stunning focal points, 100%. Just pulls everything into focus using these amazing background patches. And then we have, oh my goodness, why have we got these on Super Savers? Get these in your baskets now.
I don't understand why these are on Super Savers. Honestly, I looked at the spreadsheet, I looked at the price and thought, what on earth are we doing?
What are we doing?
Because these never need to be on offer.
Absolutely not, because they're so useful.
At $14.99, that is a phenomenal price.
I thought, yeah, have them on Super Savers, £1 or £2 maybe. Not this crazy price of 50% off.
It's ridiculous.
Our stitched alphabet featuring all of our, obviously, all your letters of the alphabet, plus your hyphen and your ampersand there. So you can do Mr. and Mrs, you can do double-barreled names, you can just use it as like a little punctuation piece. So good as well. Absolutely stunning little stitch details as well. They're going to go really nice with that Tweet Wishes collection that we've had on Friday, because that had all of those gorgeous stitching details around here. They're just going to be great for your stash to make names, anything like that. Absolutely fantastic. So we also have, obviously to match perfectly, we have our sweetly stitched numbers. Now these are just £4.99. Again, if you've just kind of treated yourself to a die cutting machine, these are the ones that you want to get first.
Yeah.
Your alphabet, your numbers, you know, really useful dies that you can come to time and time again. Your background patches as well, just to build up that really core essential stash. So we've obviously got your numbers from 1 all the way through to 9 and 0, and you've got your ordinals there, so you can be having second, first, absolutely anything. Again, think about your golden weddings, silver weddings, 25, etc. 21st birthdays, all of those milestone occasions. You could be putting wedding dates in here.
Oh, cute.
Super cute, aren't they? Absolutely. So we'll show you some cards with these because they are, like I say, so useful. And we've got this one featuring all of our background patches. Now, how good are they? Just divided into those little squares. I love that. And then we've got the hello in the black, and then what we've done as well is we've taken a white gel pen and just really popped out that stitch, and it's so good. Claire Alcock says, these two dyes are essential. I use them all the time. How can you not use these all the time?
No.
All the time, so essential. That's the card from the packaging. We've got this little number one here as well to make a really fun kids card using those punches as well. We've got this one that combines the letters and obviously that really cute honeycomb patch there with those hexagons. We've got a gorgeous congratulations card with all of those champagne bubbles. Absolutely beautiful. This is how this basket weave tiles up. Isn't it clever?
So clever.
So clever. You can be using that to make a whole entire card background, and then we've got that baby girl there as well. You could be popping a date of birth or a weight on there to make a really nice sort of home decor piece, etc. And we just love them. Absolutely love them. Diane says she's got them but not used them. Get them out.
Get using them.
Get using them. Get them working really hard for you. We also have our 3-in-1 die brush. This is my favourite Premier Craft tool of all time. Saying that though, there's things competing for its attention, I'm not going to lie. Amazing tool this as well. You've got the die brush as well to get all of your weeds and your bits and pieces out of your dies. Keep them all tip top. And then you get the little 2 ends here. So you've got your little spatula tool here and you've got your needle kind of like sharp pokey tool there. Great for like picking up gemstones, lifting off tape backing. Would not be without this. Absolutely amazing bit of kit. And that is 25% off, just £8.99. And then we have again some core essentials. Finger lift tape bundle. Oh, isn't it?
Requested as well, this one.
It has.
Get it in your basket.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I always know it's finger lift because it makes that crunchy noise from the big backing. So the backing, this one has got its end on here. The backing, you really can't see it too well, but that backing is so wide compared to the actual tape. It is fabulous. So what that does is it gives you a really nice space to like get your fingernails in and get your fingers under to lift that backing off. Again, you can use your die brush to get that tape backing off. That's all what I do. But the backing paper just makes it really, really easy to lift off. That's £8.75 for 10 rolls.
I know.
Crazy, crazy price. Last thing as well, and then we're getting our second demo in, is our Premier Craft Tool Glue Dots Mega Buy. So just 1,000, just a casual
just
1,000. You know, nothing too big. 10 packs of glue dots, and they're 13mm in size as well. They're great for little ribbons, again, little toppers, things that you need to just kind of tack down. Really, really nice and easily. Again, they're so great for dies. Quite good for parchment as well.
Really good for parchment.
Yeah.
Acetate as well, if you're ever sticking anything on acetate.
Absolutely, especially if you want to cover those workings and you don't want a whole strip of tape on your project. These are so, so good. So we love those. £9.99. Do not miss out on those. Get those in your baskets. But we're going to have another demo. Nat,
we
what
are.
you demoing?
So I'm going to use this design with the bubbles on.
Cute.
Now I'm going to create a shaker with this design.
Nice.
So what we're going to do is, I've got one of our trimmy insert pads, but we're actually going to use this on the front of our card. So I'm making a 5x7 and I want this panel to be 4 1/4. So what I want to do is have my bubbles down one side and the sentiment sort of on this edge. So I'm going to cut this as far over as possible to this design here, and then if I just spin this over and I make sure that I'm going to be able to get this in, I might just trim it a little bit more. Let's do it at let's do it a bit bigger. So we'll go to 2 notches over that 1/4 inch, and then I can pop this on now, and I know it's going to go in some of the areas, but it's not going to go everywhere. So let's just take this so that this is on the front of my card, and I want that to be the same again, so 6 1/4, and then just add those 2 notches, because we're going to matte and layer this onto some really funky colours. So that's going to go on here like so. Obviously it's going to be lifted up a little bit more. So let's go in with our die then. So I'm going to cut this out twice from here because we are using our this die as well. What I want to do is create a really nice tiled design. So you can obviously, if we do it this way first, because we've got the most amount of space here, you can move this around so it sits different in different ways, and then you can kind of like tile it a little bit easier. So I'm just going to go in with my MIDI to cut this out. Let's grab that. and I'll run that through. So these dies are great because most of them will work through your smaller die cutting machines.
Yes.
All of your letters and numbers are going to work for your really mini machines. These ones here, I think, let's just test it because I have the plates here.
I'm pretty sure it would do.
If you were just cutting this panel out to like mat and layer it onto something,
Yeah.
you'd be able to use that mini machine, absolutely. So I'm just going to pop this out, and then we are going to just get my die brush just to pop out all of these other elements.
The die brush as well. Oh, you want to see the comments for the die brush?
It's so good, and it's so handy that it's got all the different bits and pieces together in one as well.
Angela says, how did I cope before the die brush? Diane says, don't know how I manage without it. Claire says she uses it on every single one of her makes. I probably do too.
It's something that you just grab to hand for every occasion, every card that we're making as well. So just spinning this round to see where I want it to go, because I wanted it to be a bit more in sort of like this area here, but I can't seem. I should have maybe done this bit first. Let's go with that. Just don't want any of your cut lines sort of overlapping. It's fine if it hangs off the edge because of course we're going to be adding some other bits and pieces onto that as well. So let's go with that there, and then we'll bring it all together.
Amazing.
When we put this card down. So the great thing about this is that if you're cutting it out of a piece of like a background that you're going to use, is that you've still got that incredible outline. And everything else pops away. So I'm going to take this piece now, and I've got a piece of acetate which is probably a little bit too big now, but what we will do is just trim that ever so slightly. So I'm going to go to the same width as this panel, so it's if you go to 4 1/4 and then just add 2 by 6 1/4 and then just add 2, it'll be some sort of 1/8 measurement, which just isn't going to register in my brain.
Yeah, no.
So then I'm going to do a mixture of tape and foam pad. So because it's like a construction-esque project, you shake a card, I'm going to go with my red tape, but I obviously have little elements on this side here that aren't going to, my tape isn't going to fit on. So for that, we can go in with our incredible dotty tape runner.
Yes.
So just add it to every element that you can possibly add it to on the outside edge, because that's what you really want to make sure is stuck down efficiently enough. So I'm just going in on these like corner pieces with that, and then the bottom element. And then before we stick it down, I'll just grab this bit of offcut here so I don't glue my whole mat.
Just to go around those
just
curves.
go over all of those little pieces, because this is going to make sure that every little element that you've got that this die cuts out is going to stick perfectly onto here. So let's remove that tape and we'll stick this onto our acetate. So just grabbing those elements. It's quite handy that I've used this on this paper, because some of that bit is stuck down, which means it's going to stay in place.
Oh, well, that's handy.
On my card instead of lifting up. So a tiny little helping hand there for my
definitely
little dots. I'll just peel that bit off, and then I'm going to go in and just marry up this corner first of all. So using that extra hand that I've created with my little tape runner, I'm just going to stick that down and then bring all of those pieces together.
Amazing.
And then we can just peel that bit off, and then just make sure that all of those bits that we have added are all stuck back down. So we've got that ready to go. I'm just going to trim off this little piece here that's just poking out of that side. And then I've cut this from our gold Stickables. Now we've got this coming up on the show, and this I'm going to add back into my design. So the only tricky bit about this is working out where exactly these lie up, and then you can place it back in on this design. And now this brings everything together because you've got, let's just move this a little bit, because you've got all of that gold foiling in the design, and then we're going back in with the gold foiling on top of here. I'm just going to use my pokey tool just to lift up this paper,
yeah,
and pop it back into
yeah.
place. So use your tools that you've got because it will help you out. And then let's do the next one. I'm going to stick that one this way. So again, just lining it up, and it will fit so perfectly back into that little spot that you've created. And then I am going to trim this out here. Now, because we've gone off the edge here, it's going to be a bit tricksy for creating our, where we're going to add our foam pads to, but there's always a way. So I'm going to go in with my strip foam pads because they are the thinnest, and I'm going to try and go to the very edge of the card here. So let's just do the easier parts first. Let's see if we've got any more strips. Some thicker ones will help us out a little bit more as well. And what I like to do with this is keep it as close as possible to the actual design, because you don't want shakers running away in places where we don't need shakers, because you're not going to see it.
You're not going to see them. They're just going to disappear behind that space.
You're not going to see it. You want to make sure that all of your elements are stuck together, so we can go back in and add little touches of foam pad into any of those edges where we've missed or we've not sort of married those up properly. So I'm gonna do here is go try and be a bit sneaky, and I'm gonna go into this bit here.
I was thinking you could
over
weave it
my gold elements, and then we're gonna go back around. And I'm just gonna take that all the way to the top because you'll want that to sit there. Let's get another big thick one on here, and then what we will do is I'm just going to place that one there, and then I just need a little bit to go in here to marry that up, and then we can just tape that back down there. So all of those bits now are all spaced really nicely. I'm going to bring in my pink because that's what we're going to layer this onto. And then from the pink, I'm also going to bring in a layer of teal.
Oh, nice.
And I've got some orange bits as well. And all of those gold bits that we've popped out, I have here. And we're going to actually use these as the shaker elements. Now, I like the fact that some of them are turned over as well, because that means we've got some white in there.
Yeah.
So just pop those where you want them to go. And if you have one, grab your anti-static bag and just go over this bit of your acetate as well, because that will mean that those little confettis are going to move really, really freely. So let's pop this on. It's going to give you that really thin pink edge. I would have liked a thicker pink edge, but that's me and my maths not working out very well. So let's go with that on there. Then you're going to have those little shakery elements throughout that bit, which
so
is
cute.
Really, really fun. Probably got a little bit too many in there for the design, but they'll move around in a minute. Keep shaking it. There we go.
Oh,
they've moved out of that place there. So you've got those. Then I'll stick this onto my piece of green Matastic. And then I thought we need to finish this off with like a number.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go in with our stitch numbers. And I think we'll also we'll cut it out twice. So let's bring that touch of orange back in, or maybe the pink, because that pink is hidden a little bit more now. So I'm just going to line this up on my card blank. Oh, these ones are a little bit long again.
Oh,
just
yeah, it is a
tad.
little bit.
So I'll trim that down. And then I'm going to go in with, I think, my orange, and then let's do the gold as well, so we can just do a little bit of layering up on there.
Nice.
So I'll grab the orange, You could put so many bits and pieces in this element as well to create this really cool sort of confetti look.
Yeah,
your sequins will work good, your glitters will work really nice in there as well. Make sure that if you are using your glitters though, you're really careful with like the spacing that you leave in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Let's go for 21.
Yeah, this would be such a cute 21st card.
And what we're going to do is we're going to cut them at the same time because it should fit through both of these.
Is your gold the stickables?
The gold is the stickables, yeah.
Amazing.
So it's a little bit thinner than if we were using regular mirri.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Susan said this is a great card. Love the shaker idea with the bubbles.
It is really, really fun. And like I said, if you play around with the different bits, you're putting in beads as well. Will look really nice, like little jewellery making beads. So let's pop that out. Pop this out as well. And then what I will do is I will stick my stickables straight onto my cards. So just peel those bits off. So you can take your backing off really, really easily with your pokey tool. Just grab under that surface and they will peel away beautifully. So let's stick that down. And then I'm going to stick my other one down. So just grab that. Again, there we go. Super, super easy to get your hands under. So sticking that at the bottom, and then I'm going to go in with these two. And again, we're just going to layer these up with foam pads and we're going to offset them ever so slightly so that you've got that really fun look with these. And it is such a cool die to have in your stash.
Oh yeah, it's a great die. So. I mean, you don't need to even hear it from us. Like the comments from the guys at home, everybody just loves it.
So we'll pop those on there, and I think maybe just a few of our gold gemstones if we've got any around. I think this one's got some tiny ones on, so we can just place those around as well. So I'm just going to do a couple near this number, and then I'll go in with a few little ones on this little side here.
Oh, amazing. Colleen says she's so engrossed in Nat's card. Lynn says amazing card, Nat.
Flip that over.
Myra says a shaker bubble card to die for.
Sometimes as well with your gemstones, it's personal preference, but the scoop is really helpful.
I love
They
it.
sit on there and then you just get a better placement. Sometimes you think you need your pokey tool because it's thinner, but it's so much easier to place them with that. And then there you go.
Just scoop them
super,
up.
super fun.
Oh, look at
birthday
that.
card. Using that trim me on the front, and then you've got all of those gorgeous elements as well underneath with those shaker bits.
Oh, gorgeous. Little confetti card. Again, it just shows off all the dies mixing and matching and working together in absolute harmony. I love that, Nat. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, Win It Weekly reminder time. It is for our fabulous pop-up boxes, and we have got an absolute amazing 6 lucky winners for you. So we need you to like, share and comment with the answer to the following question. The stained glass knight was for the very first CGI animated character for which live action film? Is it A, Jurassic Park, B, Gladiator, or C, a young Sherlock Holmes? Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. There's answers coming in already, as well as all the love for Nat's card as well. So keep them coming in, everybody. Okay. We have an amazing price. Saving £14.96 on our Stickables Mirri Ultimate Collection.
I love the Stickables Mirri.
It's amazing. Amazing. It was so heavily requested after our very first Stickables collection that we just immediately brought it out. And this is so good. Self-adhesive Mirri. I mean, those sort of fiddly dies, like those background patches for those perfect placement, you would need the Stickables. It's just going to be the best thing for the job. And again, those numbers and letters and placement, absolutely everything. It's just going to be a real lifesaver. You get 4 packs in total with these. So you get 2 packs of RDL, and these contain 16 sheets in each. So you get the gold and the silver for you, 16 sheets of each. And then you get our wonderful, wonderful A5 size in the gold and the silver as well. Absolutely fabulous. Again, if you are using these with dies to get that perfect placement, it is just amazing, especially if you're cutting out, you know, sentiments, for example, in that really nice shiny gold. Again, glue can be a bit unforgiving on those type of things. So Stickables is just such a great choice. £25 for all of that. You're getting 16 sheets in this one, another 16 in here, another 16 in here, and another 16 in here. So that is amazing, isn't it? And again, the cards just look phenomenal. We've got one again that uses that bubbles patch there to create that wonderful card there.
Oh, I like that one.
It's nice, isn't it? And again, the die cut, that thin little card, it's so forgiving with your Stickables because there's no glue or any adhesive showing. We've got another one here, scored like a little disco ball.
That's cool.
So cool. And it uses that Say It With Style pad from the first bit of the show.
You could recreate that with such ease now using your crimper.
Yeah. Absolutely, you really could, 100% to get that disco ball effect. And we've got this really nice sunbeam card. And again, it's so great having the Stickables because you can just get those rays in the most perfect position and then stick them down super easily. And then we've got that die cut star and sentiment on top. And again, we've got our fabulous dies from the second part of the show with that just for you. The white and gold really popping on that. So there's some fabulous cards that you can make. Love that. And then we have thrown in for you our Stickables Essential Colours letter coin. So you get with this the white, the ivory and the black. 12 sheets in total. And again, this is going to go really well with your Miri Stickables because they are foiled in gold and silver. And again, it just gives you that element of personalisation. So they're all die cut for you, pop straight out, and then you can just peel that backing away so easily. You've got a mixture of uppercase and lowercase, some bold ones in there, a little bit of a mix of typographies in there. So it's so cool. £4.99 in there. That is crazy value for 12 sheets of your foiled and die cut letter coins. Like I say, black, white, and then that beautiful ivory as well that you can see at the front. Gorgeous. And then really, the last 2 things that I've got to show you. Would it be super savers without foam pads?
No, it would not.
It would not. So let's bring you those right now because we've got them at an amazing 50% off. So we've got our large ones here. 16 sheets in a mix of 24 and 24 and 1938. So that's your chunky sort of squares and rectangles. Really good for your nice large toppers, everything like that. Obviously, if you do a lot of decoupage, you want to get stocked up on these. So we've got those. We've got our trusty strips here as well. So we've got our sort of chunky ones that are all the same size, and then that sort of variable one there as well with the sort of skinny ones, and then the slightly chunkier ones in there as well. All 2 mil deep as well, so you get that nice amount of height. Our wonderful little sort of button shaped circles here. So handy for round toppers as well. You cannot imagine how easy it is to just go over the edge with your square ones. And these are an absolute lifesaver for making sure they're all tucked in and nice and neat. 16 sheets in there, they're just £8, half price. And then finally, we have our mega buy here. These are so great if you want the variety in here. So we've got some chunky ones, we've got some little squares in here, a real mixed bag. 1 and 2 mil deep as well. And I love the 1 mil for really big mats and layers where you don't always need that huge amount of height on there, but you just want a little bit. All half price. Them ones are £10 and all of the other packs are £8. 50% off them all. And then finally, the last things that we've got to show you is our punches. I love these, our Premier Craft Tools punches. So first of all, we have our corner rounder punch here. Now this is a phenomenal one as well. It's such a great one for envelope making as well. We do have an envelope punch as well, but if you kind of want that 2-in-1, it's really good for that. And it's so good. You get 3 different sizes in here. Your 4, your 7 and your 10 mil in there. Really, really nice, lightweight tool, super, super easy to use on there. You just snuggle it in that corner and then you're good to go. And then we have our tag punches. So we've got our wonderful straight edge ones here. And when you're wrapping presents, you're never going to need to buy a tag again.
No.
You can use a bit of scrap cardstock and you are good to go. You've got your 3 different sizes in there. It cuts 1.5, 2 and 2.5, all with that really handy alignment. So you see those grooves in there, you just slide that in and it lines it up perfectly. Obviously you can experiment with other sizes. You can just sort of flip it over and check it's all lined up properly. And it cuts your hole for you, so you can thread your ribbon through and pop that onto a card or a present there really easily. And then finally, we have our wonderful banner punch as well, that's going to cut you those perfect kind of bunting flags or fishtail banners. Again, in your 3 different sizes, 1.5, 2 and 2.5 in there as well. Again, you just squeeze your cardstock in there. Give it a really nice good punch. Obviously, if you've got thick cardstock, you want to lay it on a flat surface and maybe go in with your entire sort of palm of your hand there to get that really good finish there. The corner around it is £4.99, saving £2, and the tag punches are saving £6.
Wow.
£11.99 for those. Incredible. But I think we are definitely ready to get our 3rd and final demo from the lovely Nat.
Okay, so for this, we're going to use a mixture of duo design. We've got our gorgeous silver stickables, and then I've got some colours that I thought would match really nicely, just from our regular adorable scorables. So I've selected them because they are perfect for this, and we're going to obviously bring in our banner punch. So I've cut these to the sizes of your banner punch because you'll see you've got grooves in here. Now these are sized perfectly to fit 1.5, 2 and 2.5 mil. So we are just going to use that on here. That one was a little bit wonky because it definitely missed that edge off. So you've got that one there, and then what you can do is you can just go in, line them up with the guides that you've got, make sure it's properly against that back edge there, and then you are going to get these fantastic banners. And it even works with your fantastic stickables, so you can get that really nice fishtail banner edge with that one as well. So I'm going to go in again with my green, just making sure I've lined that up, and I'm happy with that. And then I am just going to, I think it's just the backing actually. Yep, that's absolutely fine. So let's put this card together. Of course, I'm going to do a 5x7 because it's my favourite size.
Oh, me too.
But I'm going to go in with this image first of all, and I'm actually going to stick this straight onto my stickables before I take my backing off. So just adding that onto there, like so. And this is going to help me when I take the backing off my stickables to make sure that this is really nice and straight for going straight onto my card. So just taking that backing off, and you can take it all off, you can take half of it off. It's completely up to you and how you feel about it. I'm going to bring in my incredible burnishing tool as well.
At first I thought you were just peeling that little corner up, and then you just was like whoosh, whole thing.
I've gone for the whole thing. Why not?
Why not?
We're going to line that up. You might, before you burnish this down, you've still got a lot of time to sort of move this around as well. So don't worry too much about that. I'm just going to try and get that edge.
Linda says, hi everyone, a little bit late today, but I have made it. You're just in time for our 3rd and final demo. It's only just started, and you can always catch up on the other 2 from previously. Catherine says, what book is the paper from? It is one of our duo design paper pads.
This one is one of the most recent ones with the flowers on.
Yeah. Lisa, would you be able to look? I can't just remember. I know it's a duo design and I know it's the most recent, but I can't quite remember the name of this one.
Now, we're only using a tiny little bit of this, but I made sure I cut the whole thing.
Amazing.
So that I could lay this perfectly on here. So I'm going to go in with my banners now, and we are going to place these nicely on here.
Just layer them up.
So lay them all up on there.
The pad is bright balloons and trailing leaves.
To replace that one. If I cut, let's see what this size is. So I want this to be 2. Just because it really just goes into the background that I've chosen. with that nice sandstone. So what I want to do, and this it's cut through, but it's just left little markings. So I'm just going to go in with my scissors and just trim that away. And it is just the stickiness of your Stickables that is going to create that happening with your design. So that now will replace
that cream one.
on
Yeah, it looks
there,
a bit lost.
just because you can't really see it. I think that could go there. So I'm going to stick these down. So I'm going to stick this one down with, again, my trusted tape runner. You could be using your low tack tape for this though. And I'm going to place these at different sort of heights. So don't need any tape for this one because that is just going to stick straight down. So just take off the backing and then we can add that onto there. I'm just going to go about there with this one. So
yeah, and that's it. If you do them slightly longer, you can kind of position them, can't you?
Yeah, where you want them to be and where you're happy with them. And then that one I'm going to place, I think, a bit further up on there. And this one's going to have foam pads on it, so it stands off from the rest as well. So just placing those sort of 3/4 of the way up. And then we'll pop that on there, and then you can trim this with either your scissors or you can use your trimmer, however you feel you want to do that. So that is going to fit on here. Now before I stick this on, what I want to do is create like a cute little, I wanted some ribbon, but I thought a tassel would be really cool, made from ribbon. So I've got some ribbon here that matches the deeper blue from the flowers. You can see that there.
Nice.
And I have just wrapped this around. Now I've got a little bit of tape holding it in place while we do the next bit. So I'm going to stick my ribbon through here, and then I'm going to tie this really tightly like so with my ribbon. Now I'm going to just knot it, oh gosh, I'm going to knot it twice so it's really, really tight and it's not going to come away, and then we can lift this off of here. If I remove this tape now, I can just go in with my scissors and I can cut these all to the same size. So you can go, easier if you go inwards first because it's going to cut a lot of that design off, and then you can go straight or you can go through them all separately to create your own little tassel with that design. However you feel best in doing that. So I've got my little tassel on there now.
So cute.
And then what I can do is, if I bring in this rest of the ribbon, and I am just going to go across the back, and then I can tie this all the way across. Let's just pop this down on our card now. So that is going to go on here. Actually, I wanted to pop that on with foam pads as well, so let's just go back in.
This is fine.
This is the beauty as well of using things like tape, because once you've got that backing off, you can sort of go in and just add foam pads if you change your mind on like the height that you want that to be. So let's add those on. I'm going to use my pokey tool just to lift those off. I can't get that with my finger today.
Some of them are a bit sticky, aren't they?
So popping that off. Another great reason why your pokey tool is an everyday essential.
It's surprising what it comes in handy for.
So we'll pop that on there, give that a little bit of a lift, like so. And then I'm going to use, so I want this to fit around there. But then I want to like hide that little angle that we've got. So if I go in with a tiny little bit of tape on here, what I should be able to do is pop that through there. Ooh. And stick that down where you want it to go. No, it's not going to look right that way. It needs to go up first. So let's just pop my tape on this bit as well. And your tape runner will work on all your other different elements. So it's going to work on your ribbons, on different fabrics that you might be bringing into your card making too. I'm just going to line it up on there. So I've got a little bit, stick that down. Oh, right, that bit is sticky. Pop this through. Oh, stick that down on there, but not all the way. So we're not pulling it all the way through. And then what I can do is bring this bit back and then stick that down onto that other element as well. So there you go.
Perfect.
It took a little bit of time to get that right, but we got there in the end. So you've got your cute little tassel on there now as well. And then I thought we could use our Stickables again to die cut some of those words. So I'm going to make this card for Nan this time.
Nice, love that.
Not sure whether to go on here or whether to go on here.
I mean, it kind of stands out a little bit more on the green.
It looks cute like that, doesn't
Yeah, you
it?
can see it a bit more easily on there.
So let's do that. We'll go in with our little poker tool again, just to get that backing off. And then you can stick this down. I'll go over with my burnisher once I've got that placement right.
Yeah, definitely.
Because beforehand, you don't want to do it and then not be able to lift anything up if it's just a little bit wonky or out of the placement. So popping that one.
Oh, everyone's loving that you're putting it on the green.
And then again, just go over with your burnisher and just burnish that on. Obviously, you could do this beforehand if you had a greater plan, or if you were recreating this card again at home, then stick these letters on first, because then you're going to get that great sort of level on there. So there you go.
Amazing. 3 fabulous cards. I think you've shown off nearly all of our Super Savers today.
I've tried my very best.
I think so, definitely. Some amazing cards. Thank you so much for demonstrating today, Nat.
You're welcome.
Okay, it's time to finish the show. TV schedule. Anne-Marie is at Hobby Maker today. She's on this afternoon. She's on at 2 and 7 p.m. Oh my goodness. With the stained glass florals collection.
Now, if you love that stained glass little book, that one that sold out literally within minutes, just tune in and watch this show, because we have literally taken that little book and created a collection.
And
it's gorgeous.
Into a full collection. We knew how popular it was. We knew how good it was. It's stunning. It's got black foiling as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is just delightful. Do not miss that. Stained glass floral collection. And then at 4 p.m, she is going to be showing us the new issue, the new and latest, only just arrived.
Literally, it came. Well, actually, I don't even know whether the whole delivery is here yet.
I think it's definitely due if it's not already. The new Crafting with Hunky Dory magazine.
It's that new.
It's that new.
That is only just coming through the door.
Literally hot off the press. So she's going to be showing that for you today at 4 p.m. as well. So do not miss out on that. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, Kelly and Kat will be with us tomorrow at 10 a.m. for a brand new in-depth look at that magazine as well. It will be here. It will be absolutely amazing to see Kat demonstrate with that as well. Issue 76 already.
I know.
Crazy. And our second one of 2024.
Second one already.
Wow.
This year is, I mean, we're already at Super Savers.
I know.
It's the end of the month already.
It is.
This year needs to slow itself down.
It really does.
Quite drastically.
It absolutely does. But we are here for all the new launches and goodies, for sure. So thank you so much for your company. Don't forget those shows today and tomorrow. And have a lovely rest of your Tuesday.